Teso Media Group. My name is Erasmus. Today we have a guest, Honorable Adoa, Woman MP Serere District. Welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations upon your victory.
Thank you.
You've been serving Serere for about 2 terms, and you're seeking for a 3rd term.
Yes.
But specifically right now, you're having a fight. People are fighting your victory. Tell us a bit about that part.
Yes, I've heard they are fighting, but also for me, I am always a very calm, humble person until I'm put in a corner. Then, of course, I have to fight back because you cannot be squeezed in the corner and then you just remain. No. But at the beginning, I like being calm. I like being calm. First of all, I want the listeners out there to know there is nothing to fight about. My vote is very clear. And anyone who is interested in knowing, the first time I contested was 2011.
Right.
And I managed to get 29,800 votes in Serere. And my key opponent got 33,000. Meaning I was only defeated by 3,000 votes, which cannot be able to. Really, you can imagine if I come for the first time to 11,
right,
and I defeat somebody who had finished 3 terms.
3 terms, right.
I contest with somebody of 2 terms, and I get 29,000. The person gets 39. So that shows you how loved I am in Serere. Then 2016, even if I lost to 11, but 2016. Actually, before I go to 2016, 2011, I was literally robbed, and everybody knows in Serere. Even the ballot papers that were used were fake ballot papers in the polling stations, and the other original ones were hidden. I don't need to go there, but what I'm trying to say, even with that effort, I was able to get such a big number of votes. Now, 2016, people gave me overwhelming votes. You know,
right?
I was given 46,000 something, and my opponent got only 31. And the difference was 16,000.
That's a big range.
And still, I was taken to court, but the court proved them wrong. Now, 221, I got 50,200 votes. Then my opponent, chief opponent, got 19,000. Now, this time, they have again connived to connive like the NRMs when they actually opposition, because all the coordinators of my key NRM opponent now are the same coordinators of the former opponent.
Right.
So, when you look at this kind of vote, I got 32,922, almost 33,000. My opponent has got 21,175.
Right.
And the people who are making a lot of noise on the ground and making a lot of noise at night, that they are the ones who have been declared. When I am actually official flag bearer now, you find they are opposition. Let anybody investigate. Let anybody who has interest investigate. Right. People who are making a noise right now in Serere are opposition. They are not NRMs. Even my opponent came during the update. She was just fixed in the register of NRM in order to fight me. So that fight cannot succeed when God is on the throne. So for me, if you follow from 211 to 16, 221 and now 225, you realize that is a solid NRM vote, because they denied the women, especially those in my groups. They were denied to vote. And so many.
Who denied them to vote? Security or?
No, the other group are the hired goons from Kampala.
As you said, people were beaten.
Yes,
some people
and if anybody has interest to investigate, you find that my people were beaten. the registers were literally forced to, they grabbed declaration form. Yes, election materials were grabbed from them. Some of them had to take off for their life. So, and there are videos accompanying that. There are comedians that they hired. We have videos where comedians are carrying sticks in the polling stations, beating people.
Let me pause you a bit. What are you going to? What's your next action to the violence? Comedians you're talking about?
No, my next action is, one, I have asked my people who were beaten to take their complaints to police. Some of them have taken. Then I have also asked them to keep calm on the ground. They shouldn't fight, because if they fight, I'm not going to be part of their fight. Let them go to police, report, and of course some of them have been already reported. Secondly, I am going to mobilize for the next election. If they petition me and they take me to their court, what I will do is to present the evidence, and people are willing to go and present the evidence. Actually, they are the ones who rigged, who fought, who disorganized so many polling stations. And even their own, the woman's own polling station, they went, intimidated the people, but people said no. Where they did not really try to force, people succeeded in voting me.
Honorable, let's look at a different picture. Let's leave Serena apart. Let's look at Teso as a whole, as a block. There is most people lost. Bukedia, Honorable Kojo lost, then Amuria, Honorable Chori lost, and people claim that you lost, but you actually say you win.
I did not lose.
Congratulations once more.
Actually,
how do you see the picture
actually by 4 p.m. that day, people were congratulating me because there were so many telecenters, private telecenters.
What picture do we see from Teso, NRM's picture? Because I told you, Bukedia, the NRM incumbent lost, Amuria lost.
What I see,
most of them are complaining that votes were rigged, and people are trying to transfer the same information, the same narrative to the Senate elections.
Now, what I am seeing overall is that there is external and internal fight within Teso. There are people in Teso who think they should be the only leaders, and that is causing a lot of havoc. Then secondly, I've already told you, opposition wanted to own our registers.
Right.
They literally owned our registers, and they wanted it to be the ones in charge our registers. That's why that confusion is there. They are idle right now. For them, some independents who want to be independents, we're seen distributing salt, soap at night. There are so many evidences to this I am talking about. So generally, those two things has caused a lot of mess, not only Serere, but countrywide.
Right.
Where you find when NRM has got elected, because NRM is a mass party.
Right.
Now, when the NRM is carrying out to primaries, you find that it's a big thing, it's a big issue.
Right.
Compared to opposition.
Right.
Opposition, for them, some of them just choose handpick their leaders. You find that they don't have a public, campaign and all this. Now, when we have our public campaign, they run and disorganize it. So that's why you see a lot of confusion, especially in Serere, where it had the engine of opposition.
Right.
You find it now, because it had the engine, opposition, some key people that we removed have never settled.
Right.
They want to make some noise so that the whole world thinks like, oh, Adoa lost. Adoa did not lose. Adoa did not lose. That village person, that grassroots person that people are playing with, that person has tasted the fruits of Adoa. And you don't just come within 4 months, you say Adoa is not wanted. It's a total lie. And I can assure you, let us go for final election. Some opposition members will come and support me. They know my goodness. They know Adoa has got social capital. I pride in that social capital. Let me tell you, When you are growing in this world, grow with the social capital. There are people who have identified with me. The moment they introduce themselves like they are my relatives, they are my people, they instantly get jobs, they get support because of the name Adoa. Because Adoa has had a good name from the beginning. They are trying to tarnish, but it's too late. You know, when you love God, when God is with you, and God assured me in Jeremiah 1:19, God assured me they will fight you, but they will not succeed, says the Lord. And that verse kept in my mind. Jeremiah 1:19, they will fight you, but they will not succeed, says the Lord. When it is my time, definitely the Lord will allow. But for now, the vote I got, I actually lost a lot of votes to their rigging, to their fight in the polling stations. Where they see my line is long, they go and fight. That's now what they are turning, because they didn't succeed. They hired so many people that they have, unfortunately, are calling me, they have not paid them. Musicians that they hired are complaining, and comedians. They told them 5 million, but they have not paid them that 5 million. Some of them were told, please make a lot of noise, you will get 300,000. They have made a lot of noise, they have not paid. They have not paid them. Now what they are doing is to, is to throw on social media that I had the cards that I told the people that 20,000. This is a total lie.
We saw those cards on the video.
Let anyone bring evidence that I gave anyone a card and said this is a for 20,000. Everyone had flyers, everyone had stickers, everyone had the cards. They themselves printed the cards. They themselves printed the tags. Every politician does.